Yes, Ted Cruz hearts Joe Biden. I'll get to the point in just a second, but let's start with why. Over the weekend, the vice president was in Munich at a security conference. The president today will sit down, as Allison just noted, with Angela Merkel at the White House. They're trying to deal with the crisis in Ukraine, among other world problems at the moment. And listen to Joe Biden's very, very tough terms here, essentially telling Vladimir Putin, the Russian president, we don't buy much of what you say.
And given Russia's recent history, we need to judge it by its deeds, not its words. Don't tell us, show us, President Putin. Too many times President Putin has promised peace and delivered tanks, troops, and weapons.
Tough talk there, direct talk there from Joe Biden. And listen to Ted Cruz on State of the Union saying, hey, the vice president's right, but...
The vice president, I thought, gave an effective speech, but I got to tell you, in the room, what everyone kept saying is, interesting speech. We have no confidence that President Obama is listening to the vice president. Listen, what we needed here and what we have needed for 6 years is strong American leadership. The Obama-Clinton-Kerry foreign policy has been consistently wrong.
The Obama-Clinton-Kerry. Joe Biden, the Democrat-Republicans suddenly love, I guess.
Yeah, it was kind of a backhanded compliment, though. He said, you know, yeah, your speech was interesting, but no one was listening to it, so you're ineffective. Sorry, Joe Biden. Listen, this is a lot what Ted Cruz has been saying, and he's using it as a way to hit Hillary Clinton, not only Obama.
Not to step on a later part of the show today, John, but was the mention of Kerry in that Obama-Clinton-Kerry reference perhaps compensating for the fact that John Kerry could be running for president in 2016 too?
I don't think he will, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute. But it is an interesting moment. Joe Biden's off to Iowa this week. Yeah. A lot of people say, "Wait a minute, isn't Hillary Clinton the faraway front runner? What are you doing?" He's going to give an official speech on economic policy, but he did reach out to his political network there. And I want you to show you a new Bloomberg poll. Here's one of my questions about Ted Cruz. He has been among the most active. He's a Tea Party favorite for the last couple of years, very high profile here in Washington, sometimes in controversial ways, traveling the country. But look at him in this New Hampshire poll, which number one tells you there's no front runner. Jeb Bush at 16%, Rand Paul at 13%, Scott Walker at 12%. But why is Ted Cruz, for all his high profile in the party, at 3%?
People in New Hampshire don't really like the kind of bold, outrageous Ted Cruz type. Usually, you don't see that. So I think that's why that's reflecting that way.
I also think that there is something to the fact that people are looking for a president, and perhaps the image of him right now is not presidential. It's more as a sort of combative Washington figure who's been taking it to Obama, which they like. But his challenge, John, is to sort of take that image and sort of transform that into something that's more presidential. Not easy.
Not easy, but he's also at single digits. You mentioned New Hampshire doesn't particularly like that kind.
Iowa
He's
too.
pretty low. He's pretty low out in Iowa as well. It's interesting for me is just why he just hasn't. You think it's? I mean, Rick Perry went after him implicitly. He was talking about President Obama, but saying that he thought the country was ready to move away from a freshman senator not ready to be president. Is that part of his problem too? That if you're a Republican voter and you've spent the last 6 years now saying, you know, Obama wasn't ready. A freshman senator wasn't ready to be president, whether it's Marco Rubio, Rand Paul, or Ted Cruz. Is that a problem for them to try to convince Republican activists who made that judgment about the last freshman senator to become president, our current president? Look at me.
Yeah, I think it is, especially when you have so many governors who have high profiles, who have good records for Republicans running. I think it's a big hurdle, not only for them, but also for Elizabeth Warren on the other side, who's frequently mentioned as a potential challenger to Hillary Clinton.
There's a history in the country of electing the opposite after a two-term president. That's what we tend to do in this country. It's oftentimes stylistic, but it can sort of be structural to it. And the fact is, that is a looming problem for those three senators that you mentioned. And it's going to be even more pressing when their opponents in this primary start bringing it up explicitly. Now it's folks like us talking about it. But Perry and others are going to start saying that over and over again, especially if figures like Rubio, Rand, and Cruz start rising in the polls.
And we should remember, we went from Jack Kennedy to Barack Obama, a sitting senator elected to the presidency. So it's usually a governor or somebody with other credentials out there.